Another NewFronts, and here we are. We're just kicking it off this morning. What do you hope to see, and what do you hope is different this year?
Well, I think the presenters are different this year. That's number one. As I mentioned in our conversation up on the stage a bit ago, we have brands presenting. We have, new players with all the direct-to-consumer, over-the-top offerings. That seems to be the buzz everybody's talking about, and I think that finds its way very much to the center of the Digital Content NewFronts.
Over the top is crazy, and there's a lot of excitement. We're doing a lot of interviewing along those lines. A lot of big players with Disney and WarnerMedia. The OTT space just exploding. What are your thoughts about the opportunities and sort of kind of the battle of the titans and sort of what's going on with OTT?
Yeah, look, it is the battle of the titans, and there are people's careers who depend on it, and there are companies that are looking at it as their future. And there's a lot of barbarians at the gate right now. You've got certainly a strong offering with Disney Plus. You could see how the shareholders of the Walt Disney Company reacted to it after the most recent investor day. Stock rose to an all-time high. So the consumer, at least from a Wall Street perspective, is seeing the opportunity to capture the hearts and minds and the eyeballs of the consumer in the Disney Direct offering. Similarly, WarnerMedia, they've got an amazing existing franchise with HBO, and extending that and bringing Bob Greenblatt to the party, I think is going to make a big statement. And nobody should forget that 30 Rock in Philadelphia, a little company called Comcast, NBC, Universal, are certainly not to be counted out, but very much in the middle of it. And, not to underestimate the importance and the power of YouTube or Alphabet. Let's start with the parent companies, and Facebook and Amazon and Netflix, and you just go on and on. You've got billions and billions of dollars being spent against the backdrop of creating content, and the consumer seems to have an insatiable appetite for that content.
And Michael, how will advertising grow, thrive, or die, or what are the opportunities around advertising in this new consumer direct TV world?
I think it's going to find its level. I think advertising isn't going away. We do know it's somewhere between and this is a gigantic spread, but $1 and $2 trillion industry. It's not going to go away. One would say, oh, gee, well, if they can't spend the marketers can't spend the money the way they have traditionally, are they just going to put that to their bottom line? And we know that that's not the case, because you still need to market your goods and services. So I think it has to be reimagined, and I think that's why it's such an exciting moment to be in our industry, to be where the decisions are being made, to look at how marketers are going to reimagine that $1 trillion. It's not going to be the way it was, that's for sure, but it will still exist and it will still thrive.